Welcome back. Storm Norman says, I'm Stormin' Norman. That must mean I got something to say. So I figured I would do a little update on my Murdy Creative number 7. I mentioned in the last video how I had another notebook I wanted to put in it, but I wasn't sure if it'd fit, but I ordered it anyway. I mean, how was she going to know? And then I got some comments asking for an update, so that's what we're going to do. We'll do an update on my Murdy number 7. Let me show you uh, the notebook that came with it. Got a whole drawer full of notebooks over here. So this is the notebook that came in it, which is like a field notes. It's not field notes. It's unbranded, but basically the same as a field notes. Do I have a field notes here? I don't think I do. I have field book because they're cheaper than field notes. They're about the same. I think the this generic one might have more pages in it. I'm not sure. Like I said, though, I'm not a big fan of that style of notebook. It's decent. This being the generic one, I don't know what brand it is, but it's sewn and not stapled. But this is what came in this Murdy Creative. But what I want to do, because I wanted to try them out ever since I saw them on somebody's YouTube channel. I can't remember the name. It's a guy I've been watching recently, so I ain't been watching him a long time, so I can't remember his name. But he introduced me to tote books. These are made by Studio Neat. The tote book by Studio Neat, and it's a little bit thicker, maybe. Let's see here. It might be a little bit thicker, but I like the way the spine is. You see the spine on this one, how you can pretty well tell what the middle is because there's a big old gap in between there. This one doesn't do that. It looks like a little book, and that's what I liked about it. And this dot grid, I don't know if it comes in anything else. I didn't see another option for it on the thing. And I wasn't sure it was going to fit in the Murdy because it didn't look like there was enough room between the leather and the metal bar. But as you can see, it fit. And I got it in there. And it's not like super tight where I'm worried it's going to tear it up or anything. There's still some movement in it. I put it in because I can't, it's, like I said, it's easy to see what the middle of the book is on this one. But on this one, it's not so easy because it doesn't have a big gap. So I kind of had to guess on what I thought was the middle of the book, and then I slid it in between the metal bar there. And I haven't wrote anything yet because I just did it a couple days ago. This is a little pin, a pilot, little tiny toothpick looking thing, and it's not the greatest pen as far as grip goes, but it works good in a little notebook like this. I can stick it in there and close it, and it doesn't really, you don't really notice it. So somebody was asking about how the bar affects writing, and I haven't, which I've only written on the first page of the old book that was in there. So don't got too much. But if you watch the video that Murdy put out, kind of the introductory video, he talks about how the bar takes up such a small amount of room in the gutter, and most people don't write in the gutter to begin with. Now, maybe you do. Maybe you do like to write in the gutter, but say you got it open right there. Say this is a couple pages deep. And you can definitely feel that bar in there, but it's not, it's like, if you see the dot grid, it's basically just the first line of the dots. So it really don't get in the way. I don't foresee it getting in the way. There you go. There's your good idea of where the bar is going to land. It's right inside the first row of dots. So it's pretty much out of the way, unless you like to write in that area. But when the page is folded over it, like it doesn't create a bold unless you're like pressing down really hard. But if you're just like doing normal, if you write like a Sasquatch, then maybe you might have a problem. But this normal writing, it's not going to be a problem, I don't think. But of course, we all have different writing styles, so I'm not sure how you write. But as far as the way I write, I don't foresee it ever being a problem. But I definitely like the Studio Neat, the tote book in here better than the cheap little field notes thing, generic field notes or whatever. Not a fan of field notes. Not a fan of notebooks this small, but they do come in handy. And I took mine to church this morning. Didn't really take any notes, but I took it as I often do. And it's just super easy to tote around, especially this ain't the Bible I brought this morning. But this is a small, put them together. They just go together in your hand. Walked into the church house. So I have shoved this in my bag, which by the way, we're going to do a video on the bag as soon as I finish this video, because somebody else asked me for an update on the bag. So we're going to do an update on the bag after this video. But the Murdy Creative number 7, and someone pointed out that the next size up from this is not an A5. I thought it looked weird when I was watching the video, and it showed him laying it on the table. I was like, that don't really look like A5, but I still do want to get the medium version and try it out. And still smells fantastic. But there you go, an update on my Murdy Creative number 7 with a tote book. Notebook in it, which I really like. I've been wanting a dot grid one in here. I thought it would work better. Although typically I'm a lined page lover, but dot grid ain't terrible. As long as it's got some kind of lines, because I cannot write. If it's a blank page, I can't write in a straight line without some kind of marking to guide me. But this is not a review of the tote book, but I'll show you some features here. The front, you got a place where you put your name. This notebook belongs to contact information, date started, date completed. Additional notes over here. Then you turn the page, and you got two blank pages with nothing on them, and then your dot grid begins. And then you flip it to the back, and after the last page, you got your ruler on the edge here. You got your page measurements, how far apart the dots are, like 3 dots or 1 centimeter apart. It says the grid dots on each page are spaced 5 millimeters apart, therefore 2 units wide is 1 centimeter. If 5 units wide is 1 inch. Then it says perforation. The last 8 sheets are perforated for easy removal from the notebook. Archival sticker, which I probably threw away. Or is it hiding in here somewhere? I don't remember seeing an archival sticker. Is this it? Oh, this is it. Okay. I almost threw this away. Because I thought it was a blank page, and I just threw a blank page in there. But this is the archival stickers. So that's good to know. I need to hold on to that. And it shows you can use them on the spine or across the cover. And then it's got some font size chart, I guess, if you want to See what size font you're using in a book or whatever. You can hold it up there and see. And then your specifications, page size, grid spacing, all that good stuff that you might want to know. And then, of course, another ruler. Ruler on this side is on centimeters. On this side is in inches. And that is your tote book. Just in case y'all were wondering. Thought I'd throw that in there. But yeah, like I said, I ain't really wrote in it yet with this book in here. But we'll probably get around to writing stuff in it this week when I'm at work. That pen fits in there. When I ordered this pen, I did not know it was this small. I thought it was like normal size pen. And when it came in, I was like, what the heck am I going to do with this tiny little thing? But then I realized, oh, that fits in there. Because I had it in my pocket size traveler's notebook that I was taking to church. This jam right here. And it fit well in here as well. And by the way, if you're wondering, now's a good time. This Murdy No. 7 pocket size, what they call it, passport size traveler's notebook. They're the same width, but the Murdy No. 7 is taller. So there you go, Murdy No. 7. I love it. Still love it, even though like I haven't utilized it a whole lot. Haven't wrote in it much. I love it. It's great. I wouldn't, if I could do it again, I wouldn't get the pen hole because I don't really, like I said, I don't understand what you're supposed to do with that. But decent. I like it. And like I said in the last video, I got 2 other things from Murdy that I didn't really care for. But this thing, they knocked it out of the park with this thing. And I can't wait to try the bigger one. So there you have it. Murdy Creative No. 7. I like it. And I plan on using it more in the coming time. Appreciate y'all stopping by and hanging out with me on this Sunday afternoon. And enjoy this video on the Murdy No. 7s. If y'all had questions, any more questions, we'll drop them in the comments and we'll get to them. Now I'm going to end this video and go do a video on my bag for the other person that asked for an update on my bag. This has been Stormin' Norman Says. I'm Stormin' Norman. I have said things. And I'll see y'all later.